G'day folks, it's the Meeper Monkey here again with another Marvel United X-Men gameplay video, and we're basically coming back this time for round 2 of the Horsemen of Apocalypse expansion. So in the last video, in this little series, we played the Prelude Mode, the mode where you take on each of the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse basically, and you basically sort of play through them to try and sort of weaken them so that when we're playing in this mode, hopefully they'll be a little bit easier to deal with. So yeah, we played through that one. We did fairly well. We took out 3 of the 4 horsemen and just got taken out there at the end by Death. So he's going to be a little bit more powerful in this game, and the other 3 will be taking on in their weakened form. So let's have a look at how this game's set up, and we'll get into it. So we have, let's have a look here. Let's start with Apocalypse himself. So here's his dashboard. So we have, let's see here, special setup. So set aside the master plan card Age of Apocalypse Begins, and place it on top of the deck after shuffling it. So that's what we've got here. We've got Apocalypse's master plan deck here, and we have taken this, it's the starting master plan card. So if you're wondering, oh, which is the one that's the Age of Apocalypse Begins card, well, they've sort of made it easy for you because it's right here, and so you can see there, where is it? Well, let's get that in focus. There we go, Age of Apocalypse Begins, so you can see it there. So we've put that there. I've also shuffled into this deck because we had one of the horsemen succeed in their nefarious mission in the last game. That horseman's card has been added to this deck as well. So there's a special card for Apocalypse's master plan deck for each of the horsemen, and you add that in if you have them survive, or them succeed in their mission. And in that case, for us, it was Death here. So yeah, he knocked us off right at the end there. He succeeded in his mission of taking out 2 of the heroes. So not only is he, are we going to be facing him in his heightened, his super state, but also he's got an extra card in here that affects him in this deck. Let me see. If what have we got here? Let's keep coming. Let's go back to the special setup here. Apocalypse's pyramid. So Apocalypse's pyramid must be the villain's starting location, and the Starlight Citadel must be the hero's starting location. So we've placed those 2 on the board here. You can see that the Starlight Citadel has a beneficial effect here, whereas Apocalypse's location is one of these hazardous locations that they've introduced in this set. So they have these abilities, or these effects in with a dark background, and they must be followed. So a lot of these abilities that are beneficial to the heroes on these white or light coloured abilities here, you can trigger them at the end of the phase if you want to. You don't have to, whereas these ones you do have to. So this says you must discard 1 card from hand to the bottom of your deck. So essentially that's damaging you every turn you end in Apocalypse's pyramid. It also has another effect. It says here, while in this location, villain, so that's Apocalypse, ignore 1 damage each hero turn. So I don't believe that affects these guys because they are henchmen, and even though we'll get to it, but these guys are going to be traveling around the board a bit like a villain, they are still henchmen as far as I'm aware. So this really just applies to Apocalypse. And I guess if you wanted to switch out different characters, I'm not sure if that would really work, because I'm not sure if Apocalypse's master plan deck is designed to work with these 2 locations and with this scenario, with all the stuff going on here. But I wonder if you could maybe use Apocalypse's pyramid in other scenarios, maybe not even with this action, or with this mission, and just have it as a scenario and make it sort of a pretty hardcore location for a villain to end up in. So yeah, I guess that's why that rule's in there. I'm not sure. Let's see. So yeah, that's in there. I should probably just go over this too, since we're talking about it. You'll notice that both these locations don't have a threat card on them. So Apocalypse's mission only has 4 threats. So you still have the regular missions that you're going for, defeating the thugs, rescuing the civilians, and clearing threats. But in this case, if you want to clear the 4 threats, you don't have a choice of which ones you're going to clear. You must clear each of the horsemen there. And that leaves these 2 open to begin with. So this one's always going to be affecting you negatively from the beginning of the game, and this one will give you a positive effect, although it's a once-off as well. Once the first mission is completed, heroes may at any time replace this location with any other location not already in play. So once I complete the first of these, if I'm able to do that, I've already set up off to the side all the other locations, so I'll just dig through those, and I guess we'll look for one that's got a pretty positive effect, and we can place it here. And it's interesting, it says at any time. So yeah, that's pretty flexible. And it says move everything from this location to the new one. So if this one's got, you can see it's only got two spots for civilians or thugs. If there's a civilian or thug on that location, I guess once you swap things out, you would put whichever civilians and thugs are still there on that card. Again, this one, it's got the threat clearing little icon there as well, so I'm guessing that you could choose to put this into other games as well, in which case it would act as normal and you would put a threat card down on top of it, just like the other one there. So let's come back to Apocalypse's actual mission then, since we know, okay, that's the bit of the setup. And just as well, I've set up, I just chose some of the locations we had in the last battle, just to sort of keep it thematically similar. I think we had these in there. I know I definitely had these ones with the M's in them, the Asteroid M, Island M, and the Muir Island. I think Genosha was one of the other ones. I can't remember which 2 I've swapped out for these. And we've put the weakened characters here. So maybe let's have a look at these before we. I know I keep saying we're coming back to this, but let's quickly go through while we're talking about this. So we have War. When he bams, he's going to move to the next location clockwise without any thugs, if possible, and deal 1 damage to one hero there. So if War activates, he's going to sort of go. He's going to go around and look for heroes that are in spots with thugs. Then deal 1 damage to 1 hero in each location with any thugs. Wow, so he's going to go to the nearest location clockwise with a thug and deal damage to any heroes there. But then he's also, even if you avoid him that way, if you're in a location with any thugs, he's going to deal damage. Wow, that's nasty. Okay, Pestilence. I imagine it. In the last game, these guys were all kind of similar, had similar rules, just sort of in different sort of ways. I wonder if they're all going to have a similar effect to that. Let's have a look. Pestilence, when she bams, she moves to the next location with no thugs and no civilians and deals damage to 1 hero there and in adjacent locations. Okay, so that's actually different to that. So, alright. So she's looking for empty locations. Wow, so if we're clearing spots, she's hitting us. Yikes. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know what plan we're going to come up with this. It sounds like no matter what we try, we're going to get hit. Bam, for Famine, she moves to the next location clockwise with any civilians, if possible. Deal 1 damage to a hero there, and then deal 1 damage to each hero in each location with any civilian. So she's sort of, she's got a sort of a similar effect to War, but with the civilians instead of the thugs. And then Death. So Death, we're dealing. These each have 4 hit points, by the way. Death's got 6. So move Death to the next clockwise location with any hero. So he's just going to go straight for a hero and deal 2 unpreventable damage. So even if we had some sort of souped up card like in Guardian's deck where we can prevent damage, that's not going to help us against his particular bam. 2 unpreventable damage to 1 hero there. So I guess Ah, man, that's nasty, isn't it? All right, so I don't know how we're going to go here. All right, I think I've explained everything there. Let's come back to the what is it? The dashboard here. All right, so special rule. So Apocalypse is all about this track here. It's all gonna relate to this here. So if at the end of the villain turn, one or more heroes have taken any damage, increase the Apocalypse tracker by 1. So the Apocalypse tracker is going to be a red tracker. It's going to start on here, on the 0 space, and so basically anytime there's a turn where at least one hero gets damaged, he's going to go up 1. When a hero is KO'd, he doesn't do a BAM effect, he just raises this by 1. So basically if we get damaged at all in a turn, we go up by 1, and if we get KO'd, we go up by 1 as well. Let's see. Instead increase the tracker by 1. Once Apocalypse can be damaged, so just like a normal battle, he becomes under pressure and can be damaged after 2 missions are completed. Each damage that would be dealt to him increases the survival tracker, which is going to be the villain tracker from the base set, but we're calling it the survival tracker in whoopsie, is that, gosh, is that going to focus? Well, I don't know. There we go. Sorry, guys. That's going to go on there as well. So these are going to be stacked together to begin the game. But once we can damage him, then this is going to be his health. So he doesn't actually have any health. He basically, what happens is we raise this. We start raising this meter up. And so essentially throughout the game, this is going to be getting higher and higher. So the longer we take to complete the 2 missions, the further ahead this will be, and therefore essentially the more health he'll have, because we've got to catch up to this. Let's see. So once he can be damaged, each damage that would be dealt to him increases the survival tracker by 1 instead. Now, each completed mission increases the survival tracker by 2. So if we complete 2 of the missions and therefore be able to be eligible to start damaging him, we should at least be at the space 4, because we'll have gone 2 and 4, and then we can start doing damage along this track here by trying to catch up to him. So I guess that means we're sort of incentivized to complete all 3 missions if we can, because then we'll be on 6 before we start sort of chasing him, I guess. Or, you know, the equivalent, because once we're hit 4, we can start chasing him anyway. So, so there you go. And if he ever hits 16, it says here, heroes lose when he hits 16. The heroes win if the survival tracker surpasses the Apocalypse tracker. So that's how we win. We've got to basically surpass it. So not equal it, but actually surpass it. And again, once 2 missions have been completed. So we can't start raising that track apart from completing the missions until we've completed the 2 missions, so we can actually start doing damage. His BAM, Apocalypse's BAM, is deal 1 damage to 1 hero in his location and in each adjacent location. Wow, so he hits a big area of effect there. I can already see this is going to be a lot of damage being dealt. And the overflow, if 1 or more of these tokens, civilians or thugs, can't be added to a location, increase the tracker by 1. So there you go. So he's one of these characters that's just everything negative is essentially pushing this track faster and faster. So we'll pop that back down. And we'll put our 2 tokens. I'll put the survival tracker underneath so you can see the bright red one a bit easier. And of course, because that's the first one we're going to be moving, I'm assuming. Now, in the last game, remember we started with our sort of Alpha Flight team, so we're reusing Alpha Flight again. In the last game, we had 2 heroes with who had tokens at the end of the game. But if you remember, right at the end, Guardian was taken out. That was how we sort of ended up with Death achieving his goal. So because Guardian was taken out, the rules for characters getting KO'd in that mission against Death were that he removed them completely from the game. So we're going to lose 1 of the tokens that we would have had. So we're only going to be starting with 1 punch token on one of our heroes. However, we did manage to take out each of the 3 other ones. So each of those 3 other horsemen have a reward at the end of that game. They give you essentially a action token. Each one has a specific one. I forget which. I'm guessing War gives you a punch token, and maybe Famine gives you a star, and Pestilence might give you a movement. I think we would have got a wild if we'd managed to take out Death. Let's just have a quick. I'll just quickly show you here, because all the rules I've been sort of talking about on Apocalypse's cards are listed on this booklet here as well, but it doesn't mention this part here, which is Famine. You receive one of these. Yep, so we're just missing the wild. So we're going to start with these in a pool. So we just distribute these to the different characters as well. So we're going to actually start with 2 punches and 1 of each of the others. However, I do want to talk about the heroes now before we get started. In the last game we used Guardian, we used North Star and Snowbird. And technically this is cheating, so you're not supposed to do this in this mission, but I don't really see the harm in it in terms of breaking the game or anything like that. But I know in the first, in an earlier game where we were going to be using Alpha Flight against Deadpool and he completely wiped them out, the team that we had originally chosen had Guardian, Sasquatch and Puck, and I really like the idea of these guys. I like their models and they sound kind of cool. So I thought, in the interest of showing off how these guys work, we've already seen a full playthrough where we pretty much got to see almost every card that the Alpha Flight had to show. I thought it'd be more interesting probably for you guys, instead of just doing a repeat of that, albeit against a different mission. It would be interesting to see these 2 characters. So I've kept Guardian in as the leader. I'm just assuming that Guardian's the leader because he kind of looks like a Captain Canada type character. He might just be a sidekick, I'm not sure, but I've decided that we're going to swap those 2 other characters out, who were very cool, by the way, but we're going to swap them out for these 2. So I'm going to have to just randomize. I might just grab these 2. I'll just shuffle them. Shuffle. You can't see this, but I'm closing my eyes, so whichever one ends up on top, that's the one that's going to get that extra punch token. We've got Puck. Alright, so Puck will get the punch token. I just got to remember Puck's got an extra card here somewhere. What have I done with it? So he's going to get the punch token. So let's see. Should we give another punch token maybe to... I feel like Sasquatch might have quite a few punches, so maybe let's give him like a movement to Sasquatch, and a heroic. That sounds pretty heroic. I think Guardian would probably have a heroic, right? And then we can give an extra punch to let's give an extra punch to Guardian, I guess. Okay, just to sort of make up for the fact that he... Oh, hold on, no, does that make sense? We've given... No, we should be giving that because we're supposed to distribute these. I think we can actually distribute these however we like. We can actually give like all of them to one character if we want. So let me just check that rule here. I'll just bring it up to the camera. So you can see here where it says you must keep the same heroes from the previous one, so we are cheating, but each of them starts with any leftover token, so Puck can keep that other one that I think North Star had earned before. According to the Horsemen, before drawing their starting hand cards, players get extra action tokens distributed among the heroes as they wish. Yeah, okay, so we can do what we want. So let's give this extra one to Guardian here. And now, in terms of drawing starting hands, the only one that we do definitely have to take is this starting hand card for Puck. So it says compressed rubber physiology, which is an awesome phrase. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you may ignore 1 damage dealt by a henchman each villain turn. So that's pretty handy. It seems like we're going to be getting hit a lot, so if Puck can sort of like block a bit of that damage for himself, that's good, but it is not going to help him. This is an example of something that won't help him against death. So yeah, we'll see how well that goes, and he's got a little punch token there with that. But that's our starting hand card for Puck. So what we'll do, we'll get, what is it, 2 more? 1, 2. 2 more cards for Puck. And the order we'll play, I'll just play whatever I've put out there. So Sasquatch first, Puck, and then Guardian, I guess. So he's got a little, he's got a movement, star, and he's got another star there, another heroic. So that'll be Puck's starting hand. Pop that there, pop his little token on his deck there. Let's check out what we get for Sasquatch. So Sasquatch is going to have heroic. He's got a move. He's got one of his specials here, movement and claws. So he's got 2 punches against a single target in your location. So I guess that's pretty handy against the henchmen. So maybe we want to have him take them on. And then he's got a versatile thing there, a wild. So, and he's got that extra movement. So there we go. We can pop that there. And 1, 2, 3. And yeah, neither Sasquatch nor Guardian have a. Oh, here we go. Some good cards here. Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. Lots of actions there. All right. So we'll put that there. Stick this on top here. Yeah, neither of them have starting hand cards, so we don't have to worry about that. And I think we're ready to get stuck in. I think we've seeded the board with our villains and thugs. Sorry, our civilians and thugs. We've got the henchmen in their spots. Apocalypse is ready to roll, and yeah, okay. Well, I'll take a seat, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, I'm sitting very close to the camera tripod here, so I'll try not to knock it during the game. So we do have our first starting master plan card, so I probably should have studied this card, because then we'd know what we're in for. Not that we can do anything about it, I guess, but all right, we've got our cards. All right, let's start. So Apocalypse's master card there. If I put that about there, I think in the last video I wasn't holding this for long enough, so it wasn't focusing. So hopefully I'm not my hand's not shaking too much, and you can read that. But it says he's going to move 3. So 1, 2. Oh, he's landing right on top of us. Okay, and he's going to. Okay, so move Apocalypse. So he's moving 3, he's not bamming, he's moving Apocalypse and 1 hero in his location to his pyramid. And that hero, okay, so he's essentially kind of bamming. That hero takes 2 damage. Wow, so he just basically comes in and like smashes one of us. Basically sort of kidnapping us and well, let's say he takes, let's take Guardian, because you know Guardian did get taken out by death, didn't he? So maybe this is thematic, that maybe he's being sacrificed or something in the pyramid or something, and you know, his energy's being sapped or something, his power's being stolen. That hero takes 2 damage, so we've got to lose. Oh no, Guardian had some sweet cards too. Well, we want to keep the wilds, I guess, and then. And maybe do we use, we want to keep the movement, because if Guardian's going to end up in this spot, he doesn't actually get KO, does he? I shouldn't put him on his side. But if he ends his turn there, he's going to be taking another damage, which is here. I mean, he might end up taking more damage now with the next threat card or whatever. But yeah, let's keep some movement so we can try and get him away. It's a shame though, because that we're losing out on this double punch. We're going to have to hope that the action tokens help. Alright, so that goes at the bottom of the... No, hold on, I've got to lose 2 cards, don't I? Oh, what am I talking about? I'm making all that agonising decisions, and I've got to actually lose 2, so... Taking 2 hits, so I guess it makes more sense to keep the versatile wild there. Oh, sorry guys, don't know what I was thinking there. And then he places a thug in each location around him. So he places 1 more thug here, 1 more thug here, and another thug here. So they get in full. Alright. Yikes. Alright, Puck Puck and Sasquatch here have to get moving. Okay, so who did we say? We said Sasquatch, didn't we? So we've got our 3 cards. We've got a movement, and we also have a extra card here. We just drew this extra punch there. So we've got a wild, we've got a movement. We sort of, there's not much going on in this spot, is there? So, well, if I play this card, that's only going to give a movement to the next character, but that could be handy anyway, because Puck does want to move out of there, although he does have a move. But I'm thinking, it's interesting, we're not, the stars, the heroics, are not necessarily, I mean, they're going to be helpful for rescuing civilians, so maybe if that's, yeah, okay. So I think what we maybe want to focus on is rescuing civilians and clearing threats, because these are going to be really nasty. These guys are just going to be smashing us the whole way through, and we have weakened them too, so we want to take advantage of the fact that they're probably easier to take out in this game because we've done that. So I'm thinking we want to save our punches for taking out the threats, and only sort of clearing, clearing thugs as well if it helps us sort of stop things from overflowing. But yeah, and then using the all the heroics to rescue civilians. So that way we're sort of focusing on this mission there, and then using the punches to try and get through these henchmen as quick as possible, and then taking on Apocalypse. The only problem with that is if we go for the thug route, we're only having to deal with 9 punches. We're spending 9 punches to achieve that mission. Whereas if we're wanting to complete all of these, that's like, what was that, 12 plus, what did we say, 6? So is that 18, something like that? So, But either way, I think I'm going to go this way with Sasquatch, and we'll move with this action here, and then he's going to do, so he's got, he already had a movement here. No, anyway, that can come in handy later. He's going to do 2 punches. Oh, and I should have mentioned, we are going to play, obviously it's obvious, but we're going to play the three-player multi-handed solo mode, so we're technically playing a 3-player game, and I'm just sort of playing each of the players. Simply because that's the mission, that's the way we played in the first part of this scenario. So I just feel like for consistency we should try and keep as much as possible the same, even though I'm completely breaking the rules which say you're not supposed to change up your heroes. But I think this will be good. And then if you guys enjoyed this multi-handed mode, watching these videos, we could do more of these. And if you like the Xavier mode, watching those as well, we can sort of swap some of those in and out. We can go back and forth and do a few videos either way. So let's do 2 punches on what is he, War, just to try and get rid of these henchmen as quick as we can. So we're going to pop that in there. 2 damage. So he's got 2 left. And we're going to put our 3 cards back for Sasquatch, and then we're going to pick up Puck's card. So he's got 1, 2, 3. I've got to remember he's got that extra punch there. And he also got I think I just drew the wild for him. I think that was the one I just drew. So he's got a movement and a... so we are going to need to move. Although we've got a move, so I was going to say, we've got a movement with Sasquatch there, but we've got the movement and the heroic. We've got a heroic here, so if we want to start clearing some of these civilians, that's fine, but these places are pretty empty, so I think if we want to start clearing things, we've got to get up this end to do that. So movement would be alright. Maybe I could do 2 movement and do, although that's all thugs though. I could rescue this guy in the way, but here we go. Maybe we do, let's have a look. This could work. I mean, we're not really focusing on clearing stuff at the moment, but this could help. So we can put this down. This is going to help us against bad guys, potentially. I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of BAMs going on. So, but I mean, I guess that's going to happen, isn't it? So let's put this down. So as long as this card is face up, so Puck's going to do some. I really like his model. I don't think I showed these off. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that's getting in shot there. I really like his sort of acrobatic model. Him and Longshot, I really like the movement they've sort of captured in their models. And there's old Sasquatch. Don't really need to see Captain Generic again, do we? Because he's he's otherwise indisposed. and he's or otherwise occupied, I should say. But he's we saw him before. But yeah, Puck's going to dive in. It's possibly dangerous being in the same spot, but what I'm going to do is take out. I think I can do this because I've got a punch. I've moved with this action. I've got a punch here. I've also got my punch from the last game, or we earned it, I guess. So I'm going to put that back in there, spend that, take out the last 2 health from war, and that's 1 horseman that we don't need to worry about, hopefully. So yeah, we'll get rid of him, and that gives us a clearance, and then a hero. Another hero in this or adjacent location may draw a card. Oh. I've just read that. It doesn't say... I think in the last game I was reading it as... you'd think I'd be able to read being a teacher, but still. I think I was reading it as you or another hero in this or adjacent space may draw a card. But it says another hero. So in that last game I was beefing up North Star in this location. And that might not have been allowed. But anyway, I mean, it didn't really... Or I suppose it helped us, but... you know, we were trying to use it to sort of keep Guardian alive, but it didn't end up helping. But I wonder if I accidentally cheated. It wouldn't be the first time in these videos, so sorry about that, guys. But it does say another hero in this or adjacent location may draw a card. So it's Puck's turn, which means that we can give an extra card to Sasquatch. So that's what we'll do. We'll give Sasquatch an extra card. And oh, he gets 2 punches. So that's pretty cool. Alright, and he's got his movement there. May draw a card. Yeah, alright. Giving him a bit more health. Man, that last game, how many times did I pass up getting health? You know, I kept saying, oh, we don't need health in this one. And then it turned out that that's all Death does at the end of that mission, is he goes around just smashing you, so you need as much health as possible. So, I think we're done. We've done our 2 hero turns. Oh no, hold on. Ah, yes, I was so used to only getting 2 hero turns from that last mission, because the henchmen kind of start under pressure straight away, that Apocalypse is not under pressure. So we actually get to act with Guardian. Oh, fantastic. So we draw a card. He's only got 2 cards, so maybe we need to get him down this way so he can... Although he won't be able to heal if he's there, right? But maybe we can start damaging... I think it's definitely a good idea to move out of here, so we need a movement. Do we have movement? He doesn't have a movement token, so I guess we're forced to use this card here because we need to move. I mean, we don't need to. I mean, even if we get out of the way, we're in danger of being hit by something, and then he's likely to get taken out anyway. But I still think this is probably the better card to play right now. So what do we got? We've got a punch, and we can move, and then we can do what we want. So we've got old mate here. What do we got? So we've got a heroic. We could save that for another opportunity, but I guess like while we're here, we could just clear this. So let's spend the stars. Let's just start work. We need to start working towards this rescuing civilians, and there's no civilians here, which is where I'm planning on moving. To maybe be in a spot where we could get healed. So that's my plan. And then what have I've played this, so we've moved. We could punch. Moved. So we could do a punch, and a punch. So we could do 3 damage. We could completely take out these thugs. Or we could get Pestilence down to 1 hit point left. Oof. Yeah, let's do that. Now the interesting thing is, in this mode, because the henchmen move like villains, when you're actually attacking them, unlike normal threat cards, you need to be in the location of the model rather than the card. So if Pestilence moves off this way, we have to chase her model rather than sitting here and attacking this health chip here. So, yeah, interesting. All right. Is that the right play? I mean, it is what we've done. So let's commit to that, and let's move in. We'll move on. Oh, now hold on. Did we take any damage? We did. So sorry, I've totally cheated Apocalypse. So because if at the end of a if at the end of a villain turn, one or more heroes. Oh yes, yeah, during his villain turn. So he did. He's definitely done damage because he did damage in that first turn to Mr. Man here, Guardian. So that moves up by 1. When a hero's KO'd, no one's been KO'd yet. Okay. And we haven't completed a mission yet. Okay. We've not ended in a spot that gives us an effect, so it's now it's Apocalypse's turn. So let's see what he does. Calling, oh god, okay. Calling the Horsemen. I'm just going to hold that there. Hopefully you can read that. Leave it there long enough. Okay. Alright, move to Apocalypse's pyramid. Okay, so he's going to stay there. Each Horseman activates their BAM. Then bring back... Oh no. Oh, totally. Okay, well... That sucks. Oh, sorry. Okay, well, I mean, I'm going to remove... I didn't remove War, did I? But, oh, no. Okay, so maybe we do go for the Thugs, because this just seems like it's going to be... I mean, we want to clear them to... how many of these Calling the Horseman cards are there? Is he going to keep doing this? Oh, no. I mean, we've already committed to taking Pestilence out, too. This sucks. Alright, so, so, I gotta cheer up. Come on. Canada, we've got to be good spirits here. Alright. Sorry, Canada, I don't know why I said that. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of Cadia from Warhammer 40,000, so, although they're not the most cheery folks either. So what he does is he moves back to the pyramid, so he travels around, goes to the pyramid. He doesn't bam, but then each of the Horsemen bam. So I think the normal rule is you go from his location clockwise. So Famine's going to start first. So she's going to move to the next location if possible. Oh, sorry, without any. So the next location. Oh, with any. Move to the next location with any civilians. So she's going to move here. Deal 1 damage to each hero there. No, and then 1 damage to each hero in each location adjacent. Oh, sorry, and then 1 to each hero in each space with a civilian. Oh no, okay, so we take... Oh god. Well, luckily, Puck ignores that so far, because he's being dealt 1 damage this turn by a henchman, so he can ignore that first one. You may ignore 1 damage dealt by a henchman each villain turn. Okay, so we ignore that, but Sasquatch has to lose 1 here, so... oh man, I feel like... Gosh, what are we going to lose? Maybe we lose the punch, just to give ourselves some versatility here with stars, so we can still keep rescuing civilians, and we've got lots of other punches and stuff there, so let's lose that. So that is going to immediately trigger this going up by 1 again, and then Puck is not going to take that damage. Okay. Then we keep going around. So Death is now going to trigger. Move to the next location clockwise. Oh, was this clockwise? Yeah, it was. Clockwise with any heroes and deal 2 unpreventable damage to 1 hero there. Oh. Okay. Well, what have we got? In the interest of Puck being a bit more survivable, maybe we get Puck to take the hit. Maybe he loses this heroic. Okay, now this ability or this action here... Oh, he does 2 unpreventable, doesn't he? Sorry. My apologies. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Well, either way. Okay. Let's keep Puck going then. Alright, we'll put that under there. 2 unpreventable damage. Yikes. Then... Yes, that doesn't raise this again because It's only if at the end of the turn any heroes, like one or more hero, have taken at least some damage, so that only goes up once per turn if any damage is done. Then Pestilence. Move Pestilence to the next clockwise location with no... this is not great. I think we're about to get KO'd here because we're going to no henchman, no thingy, which means she's going to fly all the way around to the Starlight Citadel, and then she's going to deal a damage to one hero there and in an adjacent location. Oh, so she... to one hero there and in adjacent locations. Oh, okay, so we can choose, because I was going to say Puck is going to get KO'd here, but we can choose Sasquatch to take the hit, so we'll lose that heroic there, because at least we've got the wild if we want to use heroics. Oh man, that was painful. Alright, and then that's not the worst of it. I mean, well, maybe it is, but I feel like this is the worst. Then bring back one randomly defeated horseman, and in the next location without... Oh no. Oh. Wow, that sucks. The next location clockwise without a threat. Oh gosh, okay, so War is going to bring War to the Starlight Citadel. So War comes back on his weakened side, but he covers up that ability that we had. And I guess that's why they've got these spots as well. So now we're going to have to defeat War again if we want to use this. We're going to have to put him back on full health, I think. Okay, so he's got 4 health again. Oh, that's just... No, we can't commit to that. We're going to be wasting all our punches. We have to take out the thugs, and I had a perfect opportunity. We'd be well on our way. We would have taken out 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the thugs. I mean, we would have had to get to the thugs' locations, but... Oh man, okay, well... Live and learn. Okay, well... And now... Jeez. Okay, well, I guess at least War didn't get to do his ban that turn, but wow, if this happens every turn, like, I don't see this lasting very long. Oh my goodness. What do? Do we commit to taking these out? How many more of these calling the horseman things does he have? One. I've got to place a thug here. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. Okay, that's getting full now too. No one got KO'd though, did they? No. Alright. Thank goodness for small mercies. Alright, so we've had Guardian take his turn. So now Sasquatch. Where is Sasquatch? She's over here. So, what have we got? We've got, oh man. Did we try and take out Death? Did we try and take out... Do we try and take out the thugs maybe? My goodness, that's so bad. Maybe we take out Pestilence just because we've already done some damage there. Let's do this. Alright. Oh, gosh, that really hurt. I'm going to use this movement to get Sasquatch there. Maybe I should be saving this for when I don't have... Because I've got access to movement here, but I can now use 2 punches to start getting rid of these guys. I can use one of these wilds as a heroic, to rescue that civilian. And then I can use the last one, so 2... Wait a second, what did I do there? How am I using all these? Use my movement. I think I'm cheating here. I use my movement to get here, then I do 2 punches, a heroic, and a final punch, and instead of taking this thug out, I think... man. Ooh, now here's an interesting... Hold on a second. Oh, okay, so I'm going to clear this threat. Interesting. Take out the last health of Pestilence there. Get rid of her. Where is she? Oh, no, wait. She's not there. Foolish. Alright, sorry. Even though I just explained that to you guys, didn't I? So I could have come in and attacked Pestilence here and then attacked War. Is that worth it? Because what I'm thinking is... I'm actually not sure that I was supposed to put this back down. Because I've already cleared that threat, I don't think I put these back down again. What does it say here? It just says, bring back one random defeated horseman in the next clockwise location without a threat. So it doesn't say to put the threat token back down. So I think, I don't know, this could be cheating again. Let me just have a quick look here at the rules. If a horseman is brought back into play, place their threat card and game piece together in the same location. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I think that's not supposed to be there, so I think I've still cleared 2 threats. If I had done that, I would have been able to clear 2 threats, right? So, if she's over here, I do like the idea of taking out these thugs here, but I think I should still go down this path of taking these guys out, because I can still clear these threats. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that movement. I'm going to use one of those wilds I said I was going to use to rescue the civilian. So I'm just going to put this civilian back here and rescue him from here instead. Move over to this space, deal the 1 damage to Pestilence to take her out. So that clears that threat, like I said. What have I got? Oh, I think I just picked one up from there, didn't I? So that I've cleared 2 threats here. Sorry guys, I'm getting myself all confused. Yeah, get rid of Pestilence. Remove her. Now the question is... I've got this punching power. Do I try and take War out again? Or do I try and weaken Death? Because if I go for War, I'm not really clearing threats anymore. Or do I put one down in that spot and I can, if I kill him again, I get to do that? I don't know. I feel like no. I feel like it didn't say to put the threat token down. Threat card and game piece together in the same location. It doesn't say to put the token down, so I don't know. Don't know about that. Alright. So I think if I want to get rid of this token, I still have to go for Death. So it might be a good idea to take 2 health off Death. Yeah. Before coming in here and leaving War undamaged. Okay. Right, that was confusing. Okay, let's move on. Wow, that just threw me for a loop. I'm still reeling over that card. That was just like so not what I was expecting. Like I thought, yeah, we took out one of these horsemen, did all that work in the previous game to weaken them, and then they come straight back. So, I hope he doesn't have a whole bunch of those in the deck. So Puck, let's have a look at what Puck's got. Well, we know that Puck's going to be able to do some damage here, unless there's anything I'm forgetting, because. Yeah, we know Puck's going to be able to do some damage because we've got 2 punches here. So let's see what we can do. I mean, he could just sit there and smash Death. And that way I'd be staying in this location, therefore being able to heal someone up. I'd be able to heal up either Guardian or Sasquatch. Interesting. Or I could move and do some heroics and still get to do some punching to death as well, just to sort of bring him down a little bit. And also work towards the civilians. You may discard one card in your hand. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to... No, alright, let's stay where we are. Let's build up our strength again a little bit. We'll play the quadruple punch, and then we'll heal up. So we'll quadruple punch death. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the tag team combo there. The little guy and the big guy, Sasquatch and Puck. So we'll do that. That's going to remove this card. Okay. And pop that in there. Now you may deal 1 damage to a thug or a henchman in any location. Oh, we want to get over here quick, smart. Okay. Oh yeah, because then we don't have to spend punches to be damaging these returning henchmen. Okay, interesting. Guardian, sorry, Puck. What did he do? He did that. We've spent all our tokens now, by the way. And now we're giving someone a card. Let's give Guardian a card just to keep him alive a little bit longer, maybe. And also, he's about to have a turn, so it gives us more options for his turn. So we just drew, I think we just drew that one. So we've got a whole bunch of heroic options here, but there's not a lot of heroic stuff around for us to do, is there? We've got punches, so we could... I was going to see if we could save this one and use this, but I think I'm going to use this so we can start moving down here and build up our cards again. So let's go with Guardian, and let's get him back in the action. So he's going to... interesting with this the sequence of 3 cards, when you play 3-play, you sort of always know you're going to start with Sasquatch, go with Puck, then Guardian. That's interesting. When you were playing, when we were playing that last one with the 3 players, but being under pressure, the sort of order in which teams were going was a little bit different, wasn't it? So, right. So let's start moving. I like the idea of coming here too. So let's move with our movement, but before we do, we'll do a double punch. So we'll start working on the thugs. We will also do this heroic. So working on the civilians. I should have a third one on here, shouldn't I? I think I put it in the wrong spot. So we've almost cleared all the threats. We just have to take out famine one time. And hopefully these others don't come back. I really don't want that to happen. So we did all the punching in the heroics, and then we're moving here. Another hero in this or adjacent location may draw a card. So in this or an adjacent location. So see, if we could give Puck a card to help keep him alive, or we could give Sasquatch a card because he's going to be getting our next turn. But I think I'm going to go Puck. So Puck just got himself a movement and a punch there. Alright. Hopefully we can stay alive. Okay. See what... Okay, now... I was feeling good after that first turn, and then like this next card threw me for a loop. So let's see what this one does. Yes, because Puck is in this location. Yeah, okay. What did I say about... I hope he doesn't have a whole bunch of these. Oh my god. Okay, is this the same effect? I can't believe it. Each horseman activates their BAM, at least there's only 2 of them. Then bring back 1 random defeated horseman awakened in the next location. My goodness, that's punishing. Okay. Oh, we're going to start getting overflows here too, aren't we? Alright, so... Bam. So she's going to bam first. What does Famine do? She moves to the next location with any civilians. So she's going to go all the way around here. So she's kind of running away from us, isn't she? Got to get enough movement to get to her. I can't believe that. Okay, move famine to the next location. Yep. Then deal 1 damage to 1 hero there, and then deal 1 damage to 1 hero in each. Oh, in each. Oh. Well, that's all right. Okay, so luckily we got away with. That's not too bad. Yeah. So she didn't do much damage to us there, but then we have the old problem of. Okay, what's War going to do? He's going to go move to the next location clockwise with any thugs. So he's going to go here, and deal 1 damage to 1 hero there, then deal 1 damage to 1 hero. So these two are they're going to do the same. So if we can stay in clear locations, we're safe from these two, aren't we? That's interesting. That's interesting. So maybe we don't have to worry about them as much. We just got to clear the locations. Oh wow. Okay. So it's yep. Interesting. Wow. Okay. But she's the problem is she's sitting in this location with both, so they can both hit us if we go there and don't take her out quick enough. Right. So we escaped all the damage there, but then here's the problem. Now we have to. Gosh. All right. Now it says to bring them back on their weakened side, so Death's going to come back weakened, so he'll only have 5 health, but still. He does 2 damage to 1 hero there, but I guess we can prevent some of that with Puck or whatever. But alright, so I'm going to shuffle these. Again, you can't really see that I'm doing this, but I'll close my eyes, so I'll just do this, keep going, keep going, keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, and stop. Oh, okay, Death. Where's Death going? In the next location clockwise, so he's going here. Yikes. Okay. This is like not what I wanted to have happen. Okay. Alright, so, man, Team Alpha Flight, they're like getting smacked around here. They're hanging in, I'll give them that. They're hanging in there. They're hanging in. Alright. So we didn't take any damage, did we? No. Okay, so we don't have to move the tracker yet, but I think what's going to happen now, he's going to put a civilian here. He's going to put it's a thug here. But then he is going to try and put a civilian here, and that's going to cause an overflow, so that's going to go there. Oh my goodness, alright. Wow. 2 calling the Horsemen cards. Oh, that answers my question. I hope they don't have many of those in there, or now I'm thinking it's going to be every card. Okay. Wow. So can we take out... She's all the way over there. She's too far away. Alright. Do some movement and punching or something. What have we got? Well, let's draw a card for Mr. Man here. Let's do a movement and a punch so that we can give these guys some movement to get around to Famine 2 if we can. Alright. Just wondering, is it worth going for Famine, or is it... we'll see how we go. Alright, Sasquatch. He's going to put this so he can move twice. 1, 2. He can... I'm sort of thinking it'd be good to clear this because there's another empty spot, but we don't want too many overflows happening. So we'll use our heroic on this space here to rescue this guy. Then we will do, so we've moved, we've starred, and we'll do 1 punch on Famine. So that gives us a movement for Puck. Trouble is, Puck is too far away to actually get there, isn't he? Oh, interesting. Should I have... Oh well. Did I have 2 cards? I think I did, didn't I? So I'm going to draw... Alright, so moving and punching. I can move twice and punch twice. Well, let's go this way. Alright, Puck, you're gonna... Oh, no, we don't want to end in this spot, do we? That's bad. Because then we're going to have to take a hit. So 1, 2... Oh, and it's covered up this location too. I love... Oh, man, this is so bad. One punch. Then you know what? I'm not going to play that card. Save that for later. Let's do this one. So 1, 2, and let's clear these two. So that's 1 punch each. So there we go. Okay. God, goodness gracious. All right. Guardian. He's going to draw a card. Luckily, I've played a movement. So I can start moving. Do I want to move? Yeah, maybe. I can stay away from... so I can move, do a star, and do another star. Star, punch. Maybe... move, star... double star. What's double star going to do for me? Nothing. I could just do like 1 punch on war, I guess, or... maybe use that as a punch. I'm going to need that for a movement, I think. I might do this. Move, star... He's really in the wrong spot, isn't he? Really caught out here. This is not great. Move, star, star. That extra star's wasted. Do I play this instead? Move, star, and punch, and kind of do the same as what I did before. There we go. Yeah, move, star, use this as a punch, and we're sort of slowly going up here as well. Okay. Oof. Now, I felt good about my turns in the last couple of rounds and then got hammered. I didn't feel so great about this turn, so maybe we won't get hammered, who knows? Alright, here we go. So it's a different card. Let's have a look at this one. I'll just hold it steady for you for a second, if I can. So what this is saying is Apocalypse is going to move twice. Oh, poor old Puck. Move twice. Then he's going to bam, so he's going to deal 1 damage to a hero in his location and in each adjacent location. So each of these guys is going to take a hit. Okay. Puck. Now, Puck is going to get damaged by this because I believe his ability only prevents damage from henchmen. Yeah. Oh! Yeah, by a henchman each villain turn. So yeah, that's going to drive this up because we have been hit this turn then. So he bams, and then what happens is the first 2 available horsemen activate. So and we look at the card. So Death unfortunately is going to activate because that's bad because now he's going to KO, I think, Guardian. All right, so Death's going to activate, and then War. Both of them are on the board. All right. Wow. Okay. Cool. So let's do that. We've got to resolve that first. So Death goes first. So Death is going to move Death to the next location with any heroes and deal 2 damage to 1 hero there. So he's going to fly around, deal 2 damage to Guardian, and then that is going to knock Guardian out. Now again, that doesn't do anything in and of itself. Oh no, hold on, it's only when a hero is KO. Oh yeah, sorry, Apocalypse doesn't ban, but so what's going to happen now is this is going to go forward once, then it's going to go forward another time. Oh no, hold on, that's just because you got KO'd, right? Yeah, this is going to go forward once. Yeah, okay. I thought it was going to go, for some reason I was thinking it was going forward another time. Okay, so that goes forward another time. Then War is going to activate. Where's his card? He's going to move to the next location with any thugs, which is Sasquatch. Oh no, hold on. Next location with any thugs. Okay, deal a damage. So he's going to go here, but then he's also going to deal a damage to Sasquatch because there's thugs in his location, and there's no thugs in Puck's location. So Sasquatch. Why is Sasquatch? Oh man, Sasquatch is going to get KO too. I was saying, why has he got only 2 cards left? But he got hit by Apocalypse, didn't he? So he gets banned as well, which increases that by 1 as well. So now he's up to 6. Alright, so that hurt. Then we're going to get hit again with some thugs here. So we're losing some of our spots we could hide in with no tokens. 1, 2. Sorry. He's going to put 1 in here. Try to put a second one in. That's going to raise this up again. Uh-oh, it's racing up, isn't it? Then he's only going to put 1 in his location. Then he's going to put another 2, so he's going to fill up the Starlight Citadel, which is not great because that's now ready to overflow as well. Oh, gosh, that was painful. Alright, so... yep, now we move to the hero turns. Now, let me just check this. It's been a while since I've played a multi-handed game when I've been KO'd. We got KO'd in the last game, but that just removed the character completely. So I think, did we stand up with 3 cards or 4 cards? Let me check. If a hero discards the last card, they are KO'd. Then immediately resolve the ban. At the start of the hero's next turn, their piece is placed back upright and they draw 4 cards in the draw card step. Yep, okay. Excuse me. So, 2, 3, 4. So Sasquatch, let's see what Sasquatch can do. Can we bring this back? Can we rescue this game? Wow, we drew a hand of specials here. So Controlled Fury is 1 punch against up to 2 different targets in your location, plus he can do a star. He's got gain 1 punch token. Oh, Alpha Flight, that's what we haven't seen. We haven't seen any Alpha Flight cards. No wonder we're doing so badly. We haven't seen a single Alpha Flight card. These guys obviously don't work well together in a team, these 3. Gain 1 punch token for each face-up Alpha Flight card in the storyline. So, I mean, this... punch against up to 2 different... So this is the same. We've got 2 Controlled Furies. So, I mean, this is... What I was hoping to do is do a bunch of damage against Famine here. But none of them let me do 2 damage to Famine herself. So what I might do is play that Alpha Flight card just to get that going. Then I can move as well if I need to. So so let's see, what can we do here? We gain 1 punch token because there's 1 Alpha Flight card in the storyline, or at least that's how I was playing in the last game, and no one's commented that I was cheating, so I'm going to go with it. But then again, no one said I was cheating when I used this location, so maybe you guys are just used to me cheating. But I think this is right. So we gain a punch token because there's 1 token in the storyline. Because when we play this into the storyline, we do its effect. I think that's how that works. So it's now sitting in the storyline, it gives us 1. It doesn't say like previous card. We also get this wild and we get a movement. So what I'm thinking we can do here is do... What have we got with Puck? We know that Puck's at least got a wild, so Puck can hopefully help us out next turn against Famine and at least clear this. Right. So... yeah, is it worth it? I think it's worth it. We'll do 2 damage to Famine. We will spend that punch to help with that. So she's got 1 hit point left. Then will we move with him? Yeah, let's move so we can be in a position maybe to hurt Death if we need to, or chasing Apocalypse as well. Right. Then Puck. Puck's going to draw... No, Puck's not... Puck hasn't been KO'd, so Puck's still in it. Alright. Well, there you go. Puck's given us a couple of options here. So Puck is going to move. Now the problem here... Problem here is if Puck does take out Famine, then we put Apocalypse under pressure and he gets to go next. But, because we've already played 2 cards. If we can have Puck move there and maybe say take out 2 civilians, then in Mr. Man's turn here, when he stands back up, if he could somehow get 2 movement, which we would be able to do, and then maybe do a punch and a heroic, we could maybe clear both of those in one go. Can we risk it? Risk it for the biscuit? Well, we know we've got 2 potential movements, so we've just got to get at least 1 punch, so at least then we could still get across and take out Famine before she moves off. Or... Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So, we'll do a cartwheel into here. Surprisingly, he's not going to take out Famine. He's going to remove these 2. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. What does Genosha's card do? Because if we can dive in here, take out Famine with 1 hit, rescue 1 civilian. Oh no, we're 3 civilians away, aren't we? Okay. No, that's all the civilians that are on the board too. Oh well. Well, just that's what we'll have to deal with. So we will. Oh, so we're not. It's a moot point because either way, we're not going to be able to. But I suppose we could take out Famine with. Yeah, we could still at least get Mr. Man into the action here. Although it would be good to maybe have someone a bit closer to Apocalypse, like we're spread out so that we can take Apocalypse down. So we could put these down here. We'd be 1 away. My goodness. What does she do if she can't move? Damage to then deal 1 damage to a hero in each location within, if possible, and then deal 1 damage to each hero there. So if she doesn't move, she just stays where she is. I guess she'd damage Puck, but he can survive that. So, man, I'm talking myself in circles. So let's do this. Oh, sorry, we didn't do that, did we? So let's say we did that. So we moved, took out the civilians, then Guardian. I just think that we could. Yeah, because if we take out the civilians this way, then all we need is a civilian to land in 1 location. We can do it in 1 turn with 1 character, so I think that's good. I'm just mindful that we're sort of like spending a turn where, like a potentially a good turn where we've got 2 wilds where Guardian could be using these to hurt Apocalypse, but I think we have to do this. So we're going to draw 4 cards for Guardian. Okay, what has he got? Any Alpha Flights there? Leadership? No Alpha Flight. He's got this one that helps him prevent damage. Okay, we've seen that one, but that's not going to help against death. He's got 2 heroics, so that's handy against the thingies. He's got leadership. Give a wild token from the pool to another hero, but that's not going to help us, is it? Oh, you know what I realised? We don't have any. I was going to say we've got this electromagnetic beams. I was going to say for a second, oh no, it's all heroics and we just needed 1 punch. I thought, what are the odds of drawing 4 cards and not getting a single punch? But here we go. this is his electromagnetic beam, so he can punch against up to 2 different targets in his location, and he also gets a punch. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move. Now what I was thinking is, he's got 1 punch, but he could do this if he does this here. So this location's already full up, so he can take out 2 different opponents here, work our way up on the thugs, and then move into this location. So he can move, trigger this ability, then move again with the second wild, and then trigger his punch. And that way we've sort of slowed the overflow down a little bit. That's my plan. And then we'll do our final punch, take out Famine, and then at least we've got our full hero turn in before Apocalypse is under threat from now on. Alright. Okay, okay, Famine, take a rest with Pestilence. Now we've ended our turn here, we can rescue a civilian. Oh, it's only from this location, there are no civilians there anyway, so. Alright. Cleared that. Let's remove that from the thingy. We've done 2 missions. He's now under pressure, so he's going to go twice. But we did complete a mission, so we get to move that there. So if we can do a little bit more here, that would be good. So what's happening now? I think we've got Apocalypse going. Let's see what he does. Alright, he's going to do this. I haven't even looked at it yet. Hopefully you guys can see it and aren't groaning. So he's going to move to... Oh, this is good. 1, 2... I mean, he's moving away from us, so we want to sort of chase him down and hurt him, but he's then going to bam in his location and each adjacent location, so he misses us. That's good. And then the first 2 available horsemen. So who's on the board? It's always going to be Death and Thingy, isn't it? Because there's only 2 of them. So, but it starts with War and then it goes to Death. So, War is going to move to the next location with a thug, which is this one. Oh no, deal 1 damage to 1 hero there, okay. And 1 damage to each hero in each location with us. So they're both going to take a hit. So unfortunately that KOs Puck. It also does... Oh no, it doesn't, because he's a henchman, but I think he's going to get hit again. But oh, we could keep him alive. Is it worth keeping him alive? Maybe it's... No, because we don't want this going up, do we? So we take... This goes up 1, and then Guardian's going to take a hit as well. I'm almost thinking, let's save... Oh, we're not going to need much heroics after this, actually, are we? So let's get rid of this heroic, because that's going to be useless if we can just rescue this last guy. I mean, it's not going to be useless in terms of preventing overflow, I guess, but preventing damage might be handy. Yeah, so he's moved around here. We've prevented 1 damage there. We've taken 1 hit here. Then Death is going to move around, but Death is going to do 2 hits. Well, in that case, let's take this hit with so that goes up again. Let's take this hit with Puck, because that way we can absorb 2 hits on Puck and he's taken out, and that way we don't have to lose as many cards for Guardian. And Puck goes down here. Okay, bad luck, Puck. It's nasty when Death's chasing after you there. So Death is gone, and then we have to put down some civilians, which is handy because we needed some civilians somewhere. But unfortunately, oh no, they're a little bit far away from us, aren't they? No. Okay, what's he doing? He's putting 1 down here, so we need to head over this way. We need to get some movement. Did we play much movement? Oh no, we're not even going to be able to rescue this last civilian after all this. He's going to put 2 here, is he? Where is he? Where's his card? Yeah, 2 here and 1 here. Oh, and that causes an overflow. So, oh gosh, he's already on 10. This could be all over before we know it, because this was already... Yeah, okay, we've got to do this quick. Alright. And we're only going to get 2 turns too. Alright, Sasquatch, what can you do, buddy? Drawing a card. think we need to do this with you, bud, because we need to get the wilds out to get people moving towards these things here. Oh, actually, no. Here we go. He's too far away. Move, punch. So we could use one as a move just to get closer to Apocalypse. And even like closer to his pyramid if that's where Apocalypse is going. So 1, 2, and then so 1, 2 movement, and then do a punch on the way. Let's clear this one just so we're not as likely to overflow. Oops, sorry, put that over there, didn't I? Wrong spot. Oh man, I hope I haven't been doing that during the game and this could have been over earlier. So we've done that. So yep, move, punch. Then Puck's going to draw 4, and is Puck going to have enough movement? He's going to have 1, 2, so we can move him to here and at least rescue 1 civilian. That's what we need to do, because then we can start damaging Apocalypse. So I was supposed to draw 4, wasn't I? Acrobatic fighting style. Interesting. Ooh, we've got Alpha Flight. Ooh, here we go. Game 1, punch. Yeah, okay. Let's do Alpha Flight just in case, because I was going to say acrobatic fighting style. Oh, this still helps us, I think, because I was thinking. Sorry, I should be showing you the card, shouldn't I? Sorry, guys. There's acrobatic fight. No, sorry, that's Alpha Flight. So his Alpha Flight gives him movements and punches, or movements or punches for each Alpha Flight in the deck. So we can get like 1 of each if we want, or two of the same one. That's his acrobatic fighting style, just gives them lots of different symbols. That's a good one there. And then swap the threat in your location with another one in an adjacent location. Oh, he's not in a spot with a threat, is he? Alright, so that's not that useful this turn, but I'm thinking Alpha Flight, because that's going to give us a movement and 1 of these, which is what what tactical fighting style was going to give us anyway. Oh, interesting. So do I save this? But what if I get another Alpha Flight and then I can... I'd get a lot of abilities, wouldn't I? I'll put that in early just so I can try and get some more Alpha Flight stuff, maybe from Guardian. Have we seen his? Whose Alpha Flight haven't we seen? Seen Sasquatch's, haven't we? Yeah. Alright, so we're hoping for a Guardian one. So, because what he can do now, he can go 1, 2, use the 3rd one to get in here, rescue the civilian, that bumps us up 2, then do a punch on Apocalypse, and that drives us up here. I think that works. Happy with that. And if we get stuck in a spot where we can't reach Apocalypse with some of these characters, maybe they can start punching thugs to try and essentially get 2 hits on Apocalypse anyway. In fact, would that have been smarter? Let me think about that. Would that have been smarter? So rather than go up there, were there any thugs he could have punched on the way? Could have punched this one instead. So he comes around, does 1 punch here, comes around, 3rd movement. So what do we have? We had 2 movement, plus another movement. Oh no, we needed to use 1 wild. Oh wait, have we done the wild? Did we just... how do we rescue someone then? Uh-oh. Am I cheating? I think I can work... I think this is okay, but I think I can't do as much damage as I was hoping to. So let's put this thug back where he was. think we can still rescue the civilian. Because what we'll do is we'll gain 2 movement tokens here. We're going to get 2 tokens from here because there's 1 card, a second card. So we're going to get 2 movement tokens here. We can use one of these as a movement. So that's 3 movement. He needed 1, 2, 3 to get here. Then he's going to use his... so 1, 2, 3. Then we can use this as the heroic, the last of the wilds there. To do the heroic, to do the rescuing of the civilian. Remove that. Then... so we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we do 1 final punch, and that was against this villain here. So I think we're all good. Yep. Good. So we've got to put this here. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm getting myself all in knots, aren't I? So that's his card there. His pile there. Now, Apocalypse... Oh, so what that does is that doesn't do any more damage to Apocalypse, but when we can take out 1 more hit here, that's going to push this up once, twice. I think that's worth it, I think. Maybe. Then Apocalypse is going to go. So he's going to move once. Oh no, he's going to bam us. Okay, so he's going to move once. He's going to bam us. Puck blocks the hit. Sasquatch is going to lose 1, so we will lose just this single punch. Yeah, let's lose the single punch. Then the Horsemen are going to go again. So this time Death moves around. He's going to hit... let's make him hit Puck because he's going to do 2 damage, but 1 of them is preventable, so we can just lose 1. So and this threat one doesn't seem that useful anymore because we're not too worried about the threats, so I'll put that underneath. Then War is going to ride around to next location with any of these. He's going to deal a damage to no one there, but he's going to deal damage to... Oh, only to Guardian actually, because these guys are not in a spot with a war thing. So Guardian will take another hit. I feel like... Oh man, I wish we'd had that one down. I feel like giving people wilds is maybe handy, and having a movement there is good, so we'll get rid of this one. Okay, then he's going to put some... So we did take some damage there, didn't we? So we've got to move this up again, but no one's been KO'd. Then we're going to move... we're going to place some civilians. We may as well use this. Start using these. Oh no, we'll keep that there just to show that we've taken them out. So he's putting 1, 2, 3, 4. So where is he? He's putting 1 here, 2 here, and 1 here. Some civilians down. Okay. So I think we're up to you, Mr. Guardian. So draw 2 cards. Where are you? So we can start taking... Can start doing damage to Mr. Apocalypse if we want. We've got 2 of these. Give 1. What did we do? We've got a punch. Okay. So I think what I'd like to do is... Well, they're both... Sorry. Oh no, hold on, they're not. One is leadership. Give a token to someone from the pool. Gain tokens. Oh, so I could gain 3, so I could do it. Wow, okay, maybe it's time to do this. Yeah, it is, because we need to start catching up. I was going to say it'd be handy to do this card because then we want to do something with Sasquatch because he's going to have the next turn. But if Guardian gains all this now and he can do all this in his turn, that's probably pretty good too. So what we'll do is Guardian is going to play this. He's going to gain 1 wild for every card that's down already. So we've already got, well, sorry, including this one. So we're going to get 3 of these wilds. Plus he can punch, plus he can move. So we will move. We may as well punch in this location. So that is going to then clear this. So now every character can draw a card. So Sasquatch will get a card, Puck will get a card, and Guardian will get another card just to keep them a bit more alive. So he's done his one move. Then we can use one of these wilds to move again. That also clears a thingy, so we get to move up once, twice. And then we just want to start wailing on Apocalypse as hard as we can. So I'm going to use 2 of these tokens here to punch him. So let's see, we've moved. We moved again with a wild. We punched with this one, and then we're doing, which was the thug, and then we're doing 2 more wilds for punching. So we're going to go 1, 2. We just have to get past this. Can we do it? Can we do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage in this turn? I doubt we can do 4 damage, especially since I just played a wild. Sorry, just played a movement. But we'll do as much as we can. Alright. So, Sasquatch. Oh no, his cards aren't great for this either, are they? So he's got 2 controlled furies, which are punching against up to 2 different targets in his location, which is really not great. It's like man, if only we had a different character going. Like, look at the Puck. He would have done some. Well, he wouldn't have done that much more, but still. Okay. All right. Well, let's not get too down in the dumps. Let's just go for it. So we've got a punch. Really wish we had a movement. Let's put the punch in because that's going to be more handy than these are. Hold on, we had 3, didn't we? Wait, did we have 3? So we're supposed to draw another one? Oh gosh. I think I just picked up these, didn't I? So we have to draw another one? Did he only have 2? I think we drew another one because we did this, but I don't think I drew my card for the turn. Oh, okay, it doesn't help. Alright. So anyway, there we go. So he's going to move into Apocalypse's location, and I wonder if we've had a few characters ending their turns here, haven't we? We have 2. Who ended their turn here? I'm guessing Sasquatch and... well, I can't... The last one who would have been here was Puck, so let's say he would have been here when Guardian... No, Guardian wasn't there, was he? So he gives one to... so he might be able to give one to Sasquatch. Was Sasquatch there? He was, I think. Oh, is this cheating? Well, okay, look, I'm going to draw this. I think Puck would have been able to give him the card. That just gives him another movement. Not that handy. So we've got a hand of garbage here with Sasquatch for this endgame part. He's not going to do much, is he? He's going to be the gentle giant. And maybe I'm supposed to have another card with one, like maybe with Puck himself or something if Sasquatch ended his turn there as well. But you know, it is what it is. I don't want to go too far back and take too many different options. So yeah, Sasquatch is just going to move in. He's going to do 1 punch. So he's just going to push that forward. So now we've got to do 1, 2, 3. Probably more because we're probably about to get hit a few times here too. Okay. Right. So under pressure, Apocalypse goes. Yikes! He's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Puck. He's going to bam and do 1 damage to Puck. We can't block that, so we'll just lose this. Then each of the guys is going to go. So this time it is War. So War's going to go to the next location with a thing there. Luckily the heroes are all standing in civilian spots, so War kind of whiffs there on us, which is good. But then, I should show the card, shouldn't I? Then the Death is going to go. He's going to go into here. So I guess we can choose who he hits. He's going to hit us for 2. Let's hit Sasquatch since his cards are pretty lame for us at the moment. I might want that movement. That might be handy later on, but hopefully we can take him out now. So has anyone taken any hits there? We did. We took 1 hit, didn't we? Because Sasquatch took a hit. So that goes forward there. Then we're putting in some... This is not great. Okay, so we get one here, one here, but unfortunately he's going to push himself ahead just because of this overflow here. Okay, that might have been the decider there. We needed to, I feel like we sort of almost need to take him out now. Alright, so we're up to Puck. Luckily Puck is in the right spot. So, what's Puck going to do? Puck's got all this stuff here. And are we drawing a card? We've got to draw a card too, don't we? Okay. I'm not sure if I keep figuring, okay, so I know I've got to look at this. I've got 2 cards. So I'm going to be drawing 1. He'll have 3 when I pick him up. I'm not sure if I was supposed to draw this extra card from Puck, but let's have a look. I feel like either way, the card I probably want to use now just to sort of like just get it out there and get as much out of the turn as oh no, because that's not, that movement's not going to be as handy. We need to play a card that's got movement and punching. So here we've got 2 punching plus a movement, and the beauty of that is it's going to give Guardian the space he needs to get in and do punching. So this might be what we need. I hope that wasn't the card I just drew and I wasn't supposed to draw it. No. So we can do a punch, and a move. So let's punch. Oh, this is, okay, big brain move, here we go. Punch. So, we're not doing punching, so 1, 2. Then, old Guardian is going to go, he's not going to move because he's going to stay there and give Guardian, and to be honest, I think Guardian's got what he needs now. No, he doesn't, he needs 1 more. Oh no, hold on, I've got this, I've got 1 punch, and he's got this, so he can do 3 punches. I don't even think we need to do this, but what I was thinking is, we can stay here with Puck, give Guardian his extra card, and then when we draw our card, we've got as much cards as we need. So that's what I'll do. I'll stay here, then Guardian will come in, Captain Generic, Captain Canada. I like, this is kind of cool, Captain Canada laying the smack down for the win here, because they've suffered a lot of suffered a lot to their reputation against that Deadpool, so getting some payback here is good. So here he comes, Captain Canada, smacking old Apocalypse here in the face with some poutine. Alright, here we go. So he's all charged up with his poutine power, and he's going to come in, and he's going to use this alley-oop from Puck. He's going to take the movement to move in. He's then going to do 3 hits, which is 1, 2, and 3, and we have surpassed Apocalypse there. Just before he got to the end, he was only 3 spaces away, so it would have just taken 1 bad luck sort of turn there. We were sort of lucky in that we got rid of the characters who were dealing damage if you were standing on civilian spots, so we were kind of lucky to be able to stay in civilian spots and stay safe sort of thing there. But yeah, you know, if we got unlucky, taken a couple of extra hits there or something like that, that would have been bad. Death isn't as scary if he's not hitting you. Like, we're able to absorb a little bit of damage there from Puck, you know, with the with his storyline abilities. Was it compressed rubber physiology there as well, which was good. So yeah, down he goes. We have been successful. Could have been some cheating going on there, so yeah, I'm not sure. There were a couple of times there where I'm not sure was I drawing the right card or not, but you know, was I drawing too many cards? But I guess it sort of balances out, because I'm sure I missed at least one instance of not getting to draw a card when I should have, so that might have kept us in play for a little bit longer and maybe not KO'd us, and he wouldn't have been as far down the track. But I feel like for the most part, we got through most of that with playing with the rules as they should be played. Yeah, I guess a couple of things just to double check or to look at, you know, if you're interested, is the Alpha Flight card. You know, do you get the tokens for the card that you're playing down as well, or is it only previous cards? It doesn't say previous cards, so I believe it's including the card that you've got. although there are other cards that specifically state, including this card, so that's something to take into account as well. We definitely weren't playing with the correct rules in terms of taking the same characters in. We should have had North Star and Snowbird, like I said, but I wanted to showcase some of these other characters, and I think they did pretty well. I feel like Sasquatch was doing pretty well early game. He just had a bit of a dead hand there at the end that wasn't very useful for us. Puck definitely was a bit of a star of the show. He was in all the action, sort of absorbed a few hits there, kept us in it for a bit longer. Came in with that sort of combo that we needed here, although again, that could be, maybe I was cheating. I don't know if I should have had that card. I have a feeling that's the last card I picked up, and I'm not sure if I was supposed to, so apologies if I did that. I wonder if we would have had, I suppose if I'd used this would have given us the movement we needed, but maybe we wouldn't have had enough punches. Could Guardian have done anything there with punching? Not really. Yeah, so maybe, I hope I wasn't cheating there, but anyway. So, yeah, but that's the Apocalypse expansion for you. We've seen now the Prelude Mode, or Prelude Mode, with the just the Horsemen themselves going around, just trying to sort of like put out their fires, keep them at bay for 3 turns basically, and sort of like push each one to the side. And now you see the culmination of that with the villain battle with Apocalypse. And his is quite, I've got to say that was quite tough. I feel like we got really lucky to get through that one. And it really helped doing really well in that earlier mission, the Prelude battle, weakening them. And having a few extra sort of tokens there as well. So, as far as I'm aware, when you start the game normally, if you just decide, I'm just going to play Apocalypse as he is, I feel like that's a harder mode because I feel like they all start in their full form. Although actually I do have to say you do risk, if you go into it and you lose to too many of the Horsemen, they don't get any improvement from being in their full form, because that's what they would start normally. But what they do get is that card that we put in here. Now, we didn't see that card, did we? But I'll show you that now. So let's look. It was on the bottom. So okay, so we weren't going to see that, but let's see what that does, because each of them has their own version of this card. So I'll hold that up to the screen there, and then I'll have a read of it. So I'll just try and keep it steady so you can read it yourselves. Okay, hopefully that's in focus. And it says, if I didn't get that in focus, it says Death Unleashed. And they're all called, so Famine Unleashed or Death Unleashed or whatever they are. It says, if Death is in play, he activates his BAM. Okay, so if he's in play, he activates the BAM. If Death... Okay, and so nothing else happens in this turn either, by the way. It's just... one of the characters does their BAM, so that doesn't seem that bad. As opposed to all of them doing their BAM. If Death has been defeated, put him back in play, weakened side face up. Oh wow, because if you draw, this is like a kind of a mini Apocalypse Calling or Horseman Calling. Put him back in play, weakened side face up in the next clockwise location without a threat. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Then play another Master Plan card. So, okay, so that is real nasty. So, this is like a sort of a mini Horseman Calling, or it is a Horseman Calling because you only ever bring back one, but this specifically states which one you bring back. But so either you get a normal Apocalypse turn, which could bring another Horseman back, or he moves around BAMing and all these Horsemen go around BAMing, and you also BAM with this extra Horseman, or you do one of those normal turns and bring back a hero as well. So even if you don't get a Horseman Calling turn, you get this as well. So yeah, that would have really smashed us. If that had, I think that would have been, I don't know if we could have recovered from that. And then, oh, that's interesting. He's got a couple other cards here that we didn't see as well. Survival of the Fittest. So move Apocalypse and one hero in his location to Apocalypse's pyramid. That hero takes 2 damage. Okay. So this is sort of like that one at the beginning, the Age of Apocalypse beginning sort of thing. So he basically moves around, tries to grab someone and takes them back, and then does a bunch of damage to them. Well, that's the game. I'm really scared now that the batteries run out and I've missed half of the rest of this video, and I'm just talking to no one, but we'll see how we go. But I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've enjoyed these last couple of games. Especially hope you've enjoyed the improved video quality. So a big thanks to my friend who's lent me the video for a little while. So I'll try and get as many of these, try and get as many videos as I can done. You know, if time permitting and if school doesn't get too crazy and that sort of stuff, while I've got this good quality video at least. I am looking into getting some better audio quality, although some of you have said that this camera has better audio anyway, so hopefully that's been the case, but I'm thinking of getting a lapel mic or something like that, but they're more pricey than I thought, but then there seem to be some pretty budget options I can get that might be a little bit better than nothing. So yeah, that's where I hope to go from here. Like I said, we could do some games with the Xavier mode and some games with this multi-handed mode. Someone's requested, I think, some New Mutants videos, so we could look at them. I still, think it would be good to go back to some of those classic X-Men team games. I've only really done one or two of those, I think. We haven't really looked at the Fantastic Four yet. I didn't get the Phoenix 5, or I didn't get the First Class, unfortunately, so I can't showcase any of that. I'm a bit sad about that now, but it is what it is. Yeah, so all good. And we'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, keep an eye out for the videos. I might do some other games as well, like I've been saying, so we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, that was good fun. I really like that one. I feel like this mode, maybe my favorite is still the Sentinel mode. This one felt a bit harder, maybe, and so maybe maybe I don't like it as much because it was really hard. But I do have to say I did really enjoy this. This was pretty good. So maybe I would say maybe Sentinels is my top ranked one at the moment. Maybe this is like just shy of that. Deadpool was fun, but maybe I should give that another try without the Xavier mode and see if I enjoy that better. But it was funny, but I don't know, it didn't seem as interesting because you were just kind of, it's almost like one of those solo games where you're just playing to beat your high score sort of thing, and they're not always the most you're not as invested in them because you're like, well, I'm just sort of playing for a score. I'm not, I don't have the weight of like I'm about to lose, like officially lose, or do some crazy move to win officially sort of thing. You just had to sort of wait out the clock with that one. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you next time. Meeple Monkey.